Hi guys, how are you all? Welcome to Evolve with Rupa, and today, again, as I promised, this is one whole live masterclass. So if you're coming in live, you're dropping in live, then do drop in a like. It helps me a lot. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It encourages me a lot. If you're here in this live, then please share your name. I'll give you a huge shout out. And today's topic is very interesting. It's all about, gaining productivity, how to be productive in your life, whether you be a corporate housewife, a working professional, maybe an entrepreneur, CEO. So many roles are there in the life, but everyone needs to be productive to be there in the life. If you're not productive, hi Anjali, we have Anjali joining in. So just call in your friends and family members because this is quite interesting as well as something which is going to be so helpful for each and every one of you. Hi Ansaya, how are you? So today's topic, hi Shri Priya, good evening. Padma Priya. So good evening, welcome guys, welcome to the live master class. And today we are going to learn about how to be productive. So we all procrastinate a lot. We have heard about the term procrastination, and people associate that with laziness, don't they? Okay, so how many of you here are guilty of being procrastinate, procrastinating any task that they are supposed to do, but they are keep on procrastinating it and it delays? How many of you are guilty of that? Then raise your hands, because I am also guilty of that. So if there is some important task, we just feel like we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. So over here, I think we have Anjali, Ansuya, and Shri Priya, Padma Priya. So tell me, just how many of you feel that this procrastination is done by you? Okay, anytime in your life. Shri Priya says yes. Awesome, awesome, guys. Yes, you should acknowledge that because even I do that. Bhagyashri, hi, how are you? So, Bhagyashri, to answer the question, anytime in your life, have you delayed any important task? Have you procrastinated on tomorrow? Bhagyashri says yes. Anjali says yes. Awesome, guys. Yes. We all are guilty of that, right? We have done procrastination at some point. And there are days when we are very productive. Like today, if I've taken up 10 tasks, I'll do 20 today. There are days like that also. But then there are days like we feel like we don't want to get up from the bed. So how many of you can relate with that? How many of you think that, I understand, there are days when I can't get up from the bed? So if you feel like that, just type in yes. So I understand that you also know that these kind of days are there in your life. Shri Priya says me. Awesome, awesome, Shri Priya. I understand. Who else? Come on, guys. Do you want that, how to be productive on the days when you are still in the bed? You don't feel like getting up. Bhagyashri says me. Awesome, awesome. Who else wants such productive days in your life? Right? So we all relate that there are days when we are super productive. We do, if we have decided upon 5 tasks, that day we do 15 tasks. But then there are days we feel like, oh God, let today be a holiday. I don't want to work. So for housewives, because my mother and all, I've seen them. For them, there is no holiday. They have to anyhow get up and do the task, right? But as a working professional, on the days when it used to be like that, I'm guilty of taking leaves, and I used to just type in that I'm not feeling well. So how many of you are doing the same trick that I do? Anjali says me, Bhagyashri says me. Awesome, awesome, guys. I get you. And I know, but you can't take that many leaves because even when you're working, there are only certain amount of leaves granted for you, which you might need to travel somewhere, maybe enjoy a party. There might be events in your family which you might need to attend. So for that, you need leaves. So every now and then, we just cannot take the leaves, right? But those are the hardest days when we feel like, oh God, since the 10 a.m. when we have punched in till the time we leave around 7 o'clock or 6 p.m., depending on your working hours, you feel like, oh God, let this day end. What do we do there? So, is procrastination some kind of laziness? How many of you feel that procrastination is laziness? Over here, just let me know if you feel procrastination is a laziness. Just type in yes or why. Why will also suffice. If you just type in why. If you feel procrastination is laziness, we keep on saying in Hindi that this person is alsi, that is a lazy person. Bhagyashri says yes. You can type in yes or why. That's completely fine. You feel procrastination is laziness, then just type in your answer as yes. And if you feel it's not, then you can type in no also. Okay, that's completely fine. I'm just asking for your opinion. So, how many of you feel procrastination is laziness? Okay, let me just tell you, procrastination is not laziness. Anjali also thinks it's laziness, but it's not laziness. Procrastination, certain days we feel like brain fog is there. We don't feel like getting up, and that's okay. It's our body cycle. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it, and we need to respect that. But obviously, the corporates and the people we work for might not respect that. But what to do on those days? Okay, so today I have three methods which I'll be sharing over here that you can do when on the days that you feel super lazy, procrastinating the task, not going to work. Still, these methods will help you a lot. And then there will be days when you're super productive. Also, then these methods are going to increase that productivity 10 times. Okay. So the first method, how many of you want to learn these methods? Okay. If you want to learn these methods and change your life for better, just type in me. I want to learn these methods because there are days when I don't feel productive, but I need to be, and there is no option for me. So I need to learn this. So if you feel like that, then just type in me. Bhagishi says yes. Okay. Anjali says yes. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So let's just start learning with the first technique. The first technique is Pomodoro technique. Anyone have heard about this technique, Pomodoro technique? If you have heard, just type in yes. If no, then type in no. This technique is a 25-minute sprint technique. Okay, it's like a constant 25-minute sprint. So Bhageshi says no, she has not heard about it. Anjali says yes. Okay, awesome, Anjali, awesome. Okay, so what happens in Pomodoro technique is we suppose I'm an author. Okay, for example, and I need to, Ansuya says no. Okay, awesome, awesome, guys. So let's learn about Pomodoro technique. Okay, what will happen is, suppose I'm an author and I want to write a book. Now, as usual, I'm very, I feel like, I'll write this later on. I'll think about this plot later on. I'll brainstorm later on. These are the type of tasks that authors usually do while writing a book, because obviously procrastination happens a lot. So, what will I do if I'm an author? I will take out 25 minutes timer. Okay, I'll set my mobile phone or alarm clock, watch clock to that timer, and at that 25 minutes, I'll not think about anything except for my book and my book's plot. Okay, that time will be solely dedicated to writing those pages of book which I've decided. Okay, but being an author, you can increase the time span, because it might happen in 25 minutes. No idea, I feel like it's not proper, then maybe 50 minutes. Okay, so after 25 minutes sprint, okay, once the 25 minutes timer is up, you take a 5-minute break. Okay, you either refresh yourself, go to loo, have water, then come back again set your timer back to 25 minutes, start doing the work, and this time again take a break of 10 minutes, then again take a timer to 25 minutes, and then take a break of 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Okay, so that's how the technique works. What happens is that in that case, while you have totally focused on the work that you want to be finished off, your task get done. Okay, what happens usually when we are working and we are not doing this technique, we'll start scrolling mobile, certain message pops up, we'll start typing in with our friends, a WhatsApp message comes up in a family group, everybody is replying, we are also replying, right? We don't have to do that. At that point, the mobiles will be switched to airplane mode. There will be no distractions, nothing going on, only you and your task. That's what happens in the Pomodoro technique. Okay, so how many of you feel that even if you're housewife, okay, I'll give an example to housewife. So if you're doing cooking, okay, some housewives do enjoy cooking, they put on radio and do the stuff, but there are days when you don't feel like it. Put on the timer of 25 minutes, do the work, again do the take a break of 5 minutes, 5 minutes, spend some time enjoying yourself, again put a timer of 25 minutes, then do it, and then again 10 minutes break, then again timer for 25 minutes, and again 30 minutes break, and you'll get all your housework done, because housewives are like superwomen. I've seen that. So you can do this technique, in case you are corporate professionals or anybody, so you can plan, make a list of all the tasks that you need to be get done, and then what you need to do, again the sprint techniques. Okay, you can take 25 minutes break, take 5 minutes coffee break, again take 25 minutes, take 10 minutes coffee break, take again, and then maybe take a lunch break or something like that, right? So this is going to help you become super duper productive. So how many of you feel like you are going to use this technique in your work the next time you feel like procrastinating? So just type in yes if you feel like you're going to use Pomodoro technique. If this technique does not resonate, don't worry, I have two more techniques which I'll be giving you later on. Okay, then you can tell me your favorite technique which you are going to apply. Shri Priya says yes, yes. Shri Priya, you can use for creating your products, maybe for the business and all that stuff, right? Ansuya says, unknowingly, I'm doing this technique. That's so awesome. That's what I say, people. Your soul knows everything. Whatever. Anjali says, yes. So your soul knows everything, okay? What happens is there are so many things which I've discovered over a period that I'm doing by default. Okay, nobody has taught me, but I'm doing by default. So I once asked my mentor that, how is this possible? So she told me a very beautiful reply. She said that your soul knows everything. Okay, and your soul will tell you, it will guide you to do that stuff. So nothing what I'm teaching you right now is not my own knowledge. Okay, even I've learned it from books or somewhere else. Okay, but this knowledge is not new, not because it's already in books, it's because it's your soul's knowledge. And when I tell you, your soul resonates, and when I say resonate, it means your soul remembers. Okay, it's already, your soul itself is fed with it's like a billions of books there in there. It's like a library. It's a walking talking library. And there are certain times when you feel like you get some brilliant ideas. Why? Because your soul has that idea already. It's in the field, and that's how you get it. So, yes, Ansuya says divine guidance. Yes, 100% divine guidance. So, there's nothing new that I'm teaching you, but when I teach you and when you guys resonate with it, it's your soul remembering, oh, I understand this. I already know this. So, yes, that's why I say I'm not your mentor, guru, or anything. I'm just a facilitator. I'm just to help you guys here. I'm just walking this journey, but I'm hoping that you will join me on this beautiful journey of life. And together we'll have this beautiful dream life, which we all can create together. So that's what I'm here for. So thank you so much, guys, for all the love. So let's proceed to the technique number 2. What's the technique number 2? The technique number 2 is clearing the mental clutter. Okay. So how many of you here feel like, when you start doing certain tasks, suddenly it pops up, oh, what dress should I wear tomorrow? Okay, will this jewelry go? Will the shoes go? What should I eat today? Oh my God. That friend of mine, she's coming there. Maybe I should go and meet up her. Maybe I should WhatsApp. Let me just WhatsApp. How many of you feel that all these thoughts come up while you start doing that task which you are procrastinating? Right? Happens. I should call my mom. She just called me a few times. I should do this because maybe I should just go and have a cup of coffee, then I'll do my task, because I've been there, I've done that. So if you are also there, then congratulations, you have a lot of mental clutter which you need to clear now. So how many of you resonate with this, that you have mental clutter? Ansuya ji says laugh. Yeah, she is giving laughing smiley. Yeah, I understand, right? As soon as you open up your task, everything which you have forgotten just pops in right there. At that one, oh, I should watch that movie. That movie is a nice one. Maybe this Friday I'll take tickets for that. Shri Priya says, really, yes, right? Exactly. And then you realize, where has the time gone? Oh, it has gone while you were in your la la land. Okay, as simple as that. So, what do we need? What do we need to do to clear that la la land? Yes, how many of you are always in la la land? Just type in yes, me, because I'm also been there. Yeah. And I'm practicing just to come out of la la land to the present moment. How many of you have been in the la la land? Just type in me, so I understand. Shri Priya says me. Awesome, guys, awesome. I get you guys, okay, because I've been there and I know it's tough to come out of the la la land, because the minute you think, okay, now I need to get back to the task, oh, that exciting idea, oh, maybe I should go to that amusement park. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Oh, that dress that I saw on the site. Oh my God, I just can't get it out of my head. Right? Anjali says me. Yes, that's what happens. Now, what should we do? Because this is very difficult. So, I just realized that was happening to me also. So, what I started doing is I started jotting down all my thoughts. Okay, so maybe you can have a notebook. where whenever you are in the la la land, just type in, oh, the dress on the site was beautiful, I'm thinking about it, this. The minute your brain goes blank, think on all the areas, right? Like your health, maybe your loved one's health. Then think on the area of relationships, because half the time people are anxious also. See, whatever is stressing you, just write all of that down on this list. Okay, write it down till you put all the clutter which was in that la la land out of your mind into that journal page. Okay, it could be multiple journal pages, does not matter. But before you do the task, you can do this technique. Okay, so maybe that's why people either do the meditation, but meditation we are not pros, so we can't depend on meditation a lot. So we can do this journaling stuff, that is, just jot out your plan. So just take 10-15 minutes and just jot down what is coming to your mind. Just put it on the paper, put it on the paper, put it on the paper till your mind becomes blank. Now your hand is tired and now your brain is like, oh god, I can't do this, I can't continue being in the la la land. Once you are then, come back to your task and start doing it. Trust me guys, you will be much more productive. Okay, because I've tried it and it has worked for me. Because there was a point where my hands were also paining and I just thought I can't go on, so my brain just stopped. It was quiet for some time, so I did then I did the Pomodoro technique, and for 25 minutes at least it shut up. So you can do that also. So how many of you are going to do that? Once again, you are in the la la land. And this technique, see, clearing your mind clutter is something which you can do in daily basis. It's not like only implementing your work or anything. Every morning or every night before going to sleep, just write it down and clear your brain. Because you don't know, you feel like, this person said that to me, and you are sleeping with that emotions. What do you think, what kind of momentum are you going to create in your life? Right, next morning you open up, again you remember that person, oh, today I'll see that person, let me just get my revenge. Right, that's the momentum you're opening your life with. So either before going to sleep or the morning after you wake up, after waking up, I would suggest meditation, because it is good for removing the cortisol levels, and it's very good for your health when you do it on waking up. But even if you can't do meditation, that's okay, you can do this journaling. Maybe that's why it said you should do gratitude journaling. At least some thought of some portion will come there on the paper, right? And you'll see at least whatever is on the paper, the thoughts regarding that which are stressing you out will become lesser and lesser over a period. Okay, so you can try doing this technique. I know you feel like, oh god, I have to write this much, but then there are no shortcuts to success, so always remember that. So you can do this. So how many of you are going to implement this technique? So just typing me and let me know over here. So because we all are in la la land most of the time, so I think it would be a good technique to follow, although it might feel like, oh god, I have to do so much work. But being in La La Land or doing some work, now it depends on you. So Shripriya says definitely me. Anjali says me. Awesome, awesome, you guys. So instead of being in La La Land, just follow this technique. This is going to help you a lot. Okay. Now let's move on to the fourth technique. Now, what's the fourth technique? The fourth technique is nothing but prioritization. Okay, so now you feel like you have loads and loads of work. Okay, so there are days when you feel overwhelmed with the work. It's like, oh god, I have so much work today, what should I be doing? Right, there are days like that. In that case, what should you be doing? You should be setting up prioritization. Prioritization is defining which is the most important task, which I call as MIT, which is defined as MIT, most important task. Find out from your list which is the most important task. You can use the Eisenhower matrix for that. In that matrix, it is said that whatever task is either urgent and important must be picked first. Okay, urgent plus it's important, that needs to be done first. Second is, if it's urgent but it's not important, okay, then it could be scheduled. Maybe I'll do it like after lunch break, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. It could be scheduled. Then the third task is not urgent but important. Okay, then that could be delegated, okay, to somebody who can do that task. Okay, so you can delegate that task while you are doing the most important task. You can delegate that task. And then the fourth type is not urgent, not important. Just delete that for now. Okay, that should not be done right now. That should not be picked, because mostly not important and not urgent task would be like you scrolling social media, right? So you need to delete those non-productive tasks at the moment. I'm not saying that you should not do that, okay? I also do that. Nobody can do that. But yes, we need to control it, because it is either the social media controls us or either we control it. We can, decide like, maybe Rupa is going live on 9:30 and it's going to help me improve my life. Then maybe I should schedule that time for 9:30 for the social media, right? That you can do, that slot period that you can do. But if you are doing it on daily basis every few seconds, and that is not advisable, then you will not get anything done, to be honest. So don't do that. Even I'm guilty of doing that, not on the social media. I don't have social media addiction, but I have series addiction. Okay, there are certain types, like I'm watching certain series and I'm like on that important that plot where you just have to watch what's going to happen next, right? We have been there. I mean, how many of you can relate to that? So at that time, there are days when I remember watching the series and next day watching till like 4 a.m, like entire day, and next day not going to office. I've been guilty of that also. So I've done all that stuff, so I understand. I can relate with you guys. I hope you can also relate with me. I've done that crazy stuff also, but it's not advisable because it kind of blocks your productivity next day. It is not good for your health. You've heard everything like that, and but we still do it. It's okay sometimes if you do it. It's totally fine, but not always. It should not be a habit, right? Anjali says me also. Ansuya says I do it too, right? So guys, we all are guilty of it. So in that case, what you can do is just pick up, like today, I'll watch 2 episodes or something, which I'm still like, sometimes it's like 5 episodes per series, and I'm like, let me just watch all five. But yeah, there are days I also feel like, I should be controlling, but I'm still work in progress. But for social media, yes, I don't have addiction to social media, guys. So that is something which I've applied this technique with. So I don't do social media unless I am doing reels or this video like lives or something like that. I don't do. Even on WhatsApp, I'm not that you can not that available. So even my family members and everybody wonder where she is. So once in a while I reply. Even on Telegram, I do it for the work purpose. Okay, it has nothing to do with me randomly scrolling. So I'm good with that social media stuff. But yes, I have issues with series and stuff. So there are days when I feel bored and I just want to binge watch. So you should not be binge watching, but I'll work on it. I'm getting better on it. But yes, you can apply this technique. I'll be applying for my series stuff. But there are so many such habits in our life where we can apply this technique. Okay, so you can use the Eisenhower matrix to decide upon which is the most important task, that is MIT. Now you create the list of all the tasks that you have for the day, decide upon MIT, circle that task, do that task first. Afterwards, do another task, another task, another task, and you will realize over a period all the tasks are done. Okay, it could be like it might be too much work, then maybe if you feel like scheduling to the next day, then that is fine. But at least your most important and most urgent task needs to be done first. So at least you are like, so there's a book by Brian Tracy about Eat That Frog. Okay, it's about a frog. It's very weird name, I know, but Eat That Frog, by that the author means that the biggest task which you don't feel like doing it at all, but you need to get it done, that frog needs to be eaten first, as in it needs to be tackled first. That work needs to be get done before. Okay, so that's how this book is about. It also helps you realize how to become more productive. It's a very good read. If you have not read it, you can go ahead and read it. So it's a good book, and I love Brian Tracy's books also. So that's something you can do. So yes, here are the three techniques. So just tell me, I'm also doing this technique already. Okay, awesome, Ansuya. That's awesome. So, guys, tell me, which was your favorite technique? Was it Pomodoro technique? Was it mental clutter technique? Or was it this final technique, which is prioritization? Which is your favorite technique? Just type in Pomodoro as POM. Then mental clutter is MC. And this final technique, that is, what's this technique? Wow, prioritization. Such short lived memory we all have. P, right? Just type in. Which technique was your favorite? Po- Pomodoro. I think you are trying to say Pomodoro. Okay. Pomodoro technique. Yes, even that's my favorite technique also, because it's like get your task done within 25 minutes, then take a break, then again 25 minutes. So yeah, that's my favorite also. Who else? Who loves Anjali also says Pomodoro. Okay, awesome Anjali, awesome. Who else? Which is your favorite technique? Mental clutter, prioritization, Pomodoro. Okay, I also do prioritization technique and then I apply Pomodoro. Okay. Sri Priya also says Pomodoro. Okay, awesome, 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 guys. Awesome. So now you need to apply all these techniques on daily basis. Okay. What you can do is that first you make a list of all the tasks on the day. Even housewife, if you're a housewife also, then it might be like making vegetables, rice, and all that stuff which you are going to do. You can list it down, making lunch, making dinner, then getting this groceries or something like that. Make a list, see what is most important. Maybe getting a lunch is the most important, right? Urgent and important. Now circle it, get that done first, then the next, then the next, then the next, right? And then the time there, obviously always in your list put a task for leisure also. Okay, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, so I would not suggest that. So Shripya says prioritization. Awesome, awesome, guys. Yes. Then once the task list is ready, you have prioritized the most important task. For most important task, do the Pomodoro technique, right? And if you feel like you are not able to concentrate in this 25 minutes, first do the mental clutter technique and then do the Pomodoro. How's that? So you can do this because I combine everything. I do a hybrid technique and that's what I do. So how many of you are going to implement these techniques and become as productive as possible? So just type in yes. Prioritization is also good, Ansuya says. Okay, awesome, awesome, guys. Yes, I understand these three techniques are awesome. Combine them, hybridize them, and then you have the best technique available, which I do. So awesome, guys. How many of you are going to implement now? The most important fact. How many of you are going to implement? Just type in me. Excellent techniques. Yes, Sri Priya says. So how? Just type in, if you're going to implement this, then type in me. Now we have heard, we have got all the knowledge. Now how many of you are going to implement? Sri Priya says me. Awesome, awesome. Who else? Who else is going to implement? Um, Anjali says me. Awesome, Anjali. Awesome. Who else is going to implement? Ansia says me. Awesome, awesome, guys. So do implement these techniques. And now we come to the important task. So, guys, like I said in the live master class, the only thing which I ask you guys is to share your learnings. Okay, last time I'll give a huge shout out to Padma Priya, Shri Priya over here. She shared her learnings. Nobody else, I did not see anybody's comment sharing their learnings. Okay. So please share your learnings. That's the most important thing I'm asking of you. So once this live is over, whatever you learn, cementify in your subconscious. Just type in a comment, in this YouTube video, and just type in what you learned from this live master class. What will happen is your brain will understand, it will cementify, and that's how you start the implementation. What I do was I always used to make lots and lots of notes. Okay, guys, and that's the reason I could implement it. Whenever I read books, I still make notes. Okay, I still have in my notebook over here. This is my notes book. I implement it, I do it. And that's one of the reason why I implement it so well, right? If you want success, implement. First, cementify your learnings, make lots and lots of notes. See, I also already have this, right? So many notes I've made. You also make the notes and then share your learnings. What are your notes? You have digital notes, right? Just share in comments. How much time does it take? 5 minutes? What did you learn? What techniques? What you're going to implement? Just whatever is in your brain. It's more like a clearing mental clutter, right? Do it over here in the comment section. I'll read your comments and I'll get back to you. And next live, when I come live, I'll give you a huge shout out that this person commented and congratulations. And maybe I can also offer a gift, right? And okay, awesome, guys. So thank you so much for coming live today. Do share your learnings. Do give this video a like, share, subscribe. Share it with your friends and family members to help them also increase their productivity. Share your learnings in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel and do give it a like. Go give like to this video so that it can go to as many people as possible. And yes, I'll see you live again next on this channel or every Thursday, and on the Drupa Joshi channel on every Mondays. So be ensure that you are subscribed to both the channels. so that you gain as much knowledge as possible. And I'll bring in more amazing information in the lives, so that we can increase our knowledge together, and get that success that we all desire, that dream life that we all desire. So I'll see you all soon, and wish you all an amazing Independence Day tomorrow. It's a holiday. Have fun, enjoy, celebrate with your family and friends, and with lots of love and joy. Bye bye, guys. I'll see you later.